Hey YouTube, it's Ralph Accomplished 92. If anyone actually pays attention to my channel, probably noticed I haven't really put up much videos or put up a video in a while, so I might just give you an update on what's happening. Well, I'll start with this. I think the last video I put up was when I went to Summerhaven and rode this, and that was before I rebuilt the whole top end. It's got new Kibble White stainless steel valves, new valve seals, or new valve stem seals, sorry. 30 over cylinders, 30 over Wiseco pistons. And those pistons, the stock pistons had a dish in the middle. These ones are just flat on top, so we'll get a little more compression. And stage 1 hot cams, rejetted. So I'll tell you what, the bottom end's pretty good on this thing now. Cranks right along. You'll notice the recoil's not on. It's because it has so much compression. I actually snapped the rope out of it. So that's what's going on with that. Probably going to try and get a video soon. We're planning on a Summerhaven trip again this upcoming Saturday. Today is June 25th, Tuesday. So that'll be the next Saturday ride day episode, probably. So 10 hours on the clock for braking, just like Kawasaki said, under half throttle, broke her in right, cranks right along. Happy about that. I bought a 2006 KX100 because I wanted a dirt bike for a long time. I love the brute force, but you know, when you're doing a hill climb on this thing and you get stuck, you either dig yourself a hole and hope the four-wheeler stays there, back up really slow, or you roll it and total the whole four-wheeler. It's kind of hard to go over whoop-de-doos with this thing too. It's pretty rough on the rear axle. So I got a dirt bike for that purpose. The 2006 KX100. The people that sold it to me straight out lied. I didn't have a compression tester, and when I rode it, it felt alright, but it felt kind of nutless. I thought, no, maybe the carb needed to clean, or maybe the exhaust was plugged, or something stupid like that, and I found out it's building 40 pounds of compression. So I got it apart, got the top end off of it. I'm gonna send it out and have it re-nickeled, put a new piston in it, ride it hard. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, this cylinder, I'm hoping that the bottom end, the crank, and the rod. The crank's tight. I'm not entirely sure about the rod. I can't tell if I'm moving the rod up and down or if it's like just going like this on the crank. I know moving it side to side is fine. When the rod's connected I don't have the piston. If the rod's connected to this, that's what keeps it straight in the cylinder. Missing some needles there, huh? I know where those needles are. They fell out when I took it out. But I've never seen this before. I've never seen carbon buildup on one side of the head. Oh man. Don't mind all the dirt and stuff. That's just from my hands moving it around. But yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I think it's just machining. If it's not machining, I will have to find out. But I measured it yesterday, and it was still in spec. You see there's definitely some wear down there. There's no deep gouges anywhere, which is good. There's just like surface glazing. So I'm hoping just sending it out, having it re-nickeled will bring it back to good shape. Got aftermarket reeds on it. A buddy I work with said they look like V-Force Delta reeds. I think that's what he said. Don't quote me. My memory's shot. Now the not so happy stuff. I just noticed the retard light's being a retard. I call that the retard light because sometimes it doesn't turn on unless you like take the switch and have a seizure with it, and then it comes on. So now the not so fun stuff. Do I dare turn this camera around? I don't know. Maybe later. Anyway, I'll give you George Washington sitting next to a Challenger to look at while I talk about this. So, if anyone has noticed, I think she was only in 2 videos. My now ex-girlfriend. Oh, there's a spoiler alert. She decided to do some things with another dude. I'm not going into the depth of the whole story. I really don't feel like putting that out there. But to make a long story short, the guy that she attempted to cheat on me with came to me after the stuff happened and told me about it out of respect. So he told me that, hey, you know, your girl's cheating on you. I stopped after she told me she had a boyfriend. I got away from her and I'm not talking to her anymore, but I thought you should know this. So I'm like, oh, I respect you for being honest with me and telling me, and how I know this stuff is true is I called her later on that night after I was done talking to the guy, and the story was the same as it was the exact same as what he told me. So I broke up with her after 3 years, 3 months, and 5 days. That was 3 days ago that happened. I'll tell you what, that really, really screwed with me. It hurt so bad. I put so much effort into that relationship. I did everything I could to make sure she was happy. And then she does this to me, and, you know, wow, was I mad. But it seems like the recovery process comes pretty fast for me. I tend to get over things a little easier, a little quicker than most people, which I'm glad I do. So, single again, and it's kind of weird being single again, because then, you know, all the stuff you usually do to fill your time with her is now free time, and you don't know what to do with yourself. So, that's what's going on there. I'm just probably gonna try and look around for someone who may appreciate me for how I am a little more. And, I don't exactly know how to do that, because I'm at a school now, and in my opinion, school is the easiest place to find a lady to go with, because, well, you're surrounded by them. So, I mean, going out to the general public for me is going to be a little weird, because I have social anxiety. Just a little bit, but whatever. You know, life moves on. You just got to stay strong. I don't ever think I showed you the valves that came out of this thing. I noticed I had to keep adjusting the valves very, very soon after I already did them. Like, I adjusted my valves before I went camping with my brother. I was only with him for 2 days when we camped. I think I only put maybe 5 hours on this thing, and the valves needed to be adjusted again. It was starting real hard. So, if I can get the camera to focus on it, this is a good valve. That's a good valve. See how the angle of the seat isn't that extreme? Well, this is what they were starting to look like. Nearly flat. So, yeah, when I pulled it off, the pistons were loose in the cylinder too. It was starting to develop piston slap and all that other happy horse crap. But cranks now, and she's happy about it. Bought my first gun, Remington 870 pump. Wicked nice shape. I'm gonna pause this for a moment. I'll take it out of the case. I went to take this out. Oh, where'd it go? There's a really weird looking spider on my gun case. There it is. I have no idea what kind of spider this is. No clue. Kind of funky looking. Anyway, the gun's here. Remington 870 pump shotgun, 12 gauge. Got it for $200. A little bit of scuffing on the stock, but she ain't too bad. Just a good, reliable shotgun. I don't do any hunting. I mainly I got it for, you know, maybe later on in life, whenever I get my own place, home defense, and skeet shooting. I went skeet shooting on 2 days ago on Sunday. Me and a couple buddies. It was wicked fun. I think we went through 100 rounds, 100 shells, and 90 clays. That was fun. Freaking spiders like trying to attack the wall now. That's my parts washing bucket. Don't mind that. So yeah, if you notice a lack of videos, it's because there ain't much going on. I just noticed there's a high lifter paper kind of just dangling there. Fancy ceiling fan install. So yeah, that's all that's going on. Kind of bumming out, but you know, life moves on, live and learn, and there's millions of people in the state of Maine. Pretty sure I'll find someone. But yeah, that's it. Keep on trucking, everyone.